Yes guys, Dave for Talking Wolves. Welcome back to another match review as Wolves go and beat Bournemouth 2-0 today. It is so wet, it's cold. I didn't envy the players at all that were out there today because I can only imagine how cold and wet it must have been for them. But they got the job done, an absolutely fantastic victory today against Bournemouth. Really happy with that, a real complete performance. And we're really restricted for Bournemouth from creating anything. Up to 7th in the league as it stands. 3 wins in a row, and I think we better get used to this cold because, you know, when we're going Russia away in the Europa League next year, you know, I'm only joking, but seriously, we've got to take every game as it comes. And since this little rough patch we had, we've really reacted well, and today has been the best win out of the lot, to be honest. We're so complete. We were fantastic today. Again, apologies if you can hear the rain in the background. But yeah, just a really good victory. Starting off with the lineup, I was actually quite surprised. Johnny walked straight back into the squad. You know, drops Vinagre, who I thought has been playing very well, offered quite a bit going forward. And Moutinho came in for Says. He reintroduced that front three of Morgan, Jimenez and Jota that worked so well against Chelsea, which I was quite happy about. But today I think Neves and Moutinho played much better. They had much better control of the ball. I expected Bournemouth to be a little bit more, I want to say solid through the middle, but they changed from their normal 4-4-2 to try and almost match us, which I don't think quite worked for them. Of course, star player for them, Callum Wilson, starting on the bench. He had a slight knock last week, and he came on as a sub today, but again, he had little spells, but didn't really threaten us much. The front three worked really well. I thought Jimenez ran his socks off today. Of course, got the first goal, which was really well worked. Again, Diogo Jota showing that bit of confidence he started to pick up again. Great ball across. Jimenez found that space and a beautiful finish from him. And then just for the rest of the first half, really controlled it. Didn't really give Bournemouth much to have or look at. They made plenty of mistakes, a few which we almost capitalised on. And the way we were moving the ball around, everything, the back five just was so solid. Patricio, very solid as well. Didn't have a lot to do. He had the one error, in my opinion, where, you know, he kicked the ball sort of high rather than far, sort of miskicked it, which could have given Bournemouth a chance in the first half, but we read it quite well eventually. But even in the, you know, latter stages of the game where Bournemouth were, you know, we invited quite a bit of pressure. It was almost as if we really did need that second goal to close the game down. Even then, we kept them really quiet. They had a few free kicks at the end of the game. We just cleared them straight away. And of course, that's where our second goal came from. Substitute Ivan Cavallero coming on. And it was a really good little passage between him and Costa. Costa, who I'll talk about shortly, playing that ball right away across to Cavallero, who almost showed Costa how to finish. Fantastic one-on-one finish from Ivan Cavallero, rounding off the game. A great way to finish. And of course, it makes this weekend so much better with this poor weather to come away with a fantastic victory. Coming on to Costa, though, of course, came off the bench at half-time. We played the last few minutes of the first half with 10 men. Diogo Jota came off injured, unfortunately. Hope he's okay, which I'm sure we'll double-check. But Helder Costa came on, and he had the ball. He had decent spells, getting himself in the right position again. But it's just as if he was sort of coming out of these 50-50s. I don't want to say scared, but just didn't want it enough at times. The one-on-one, he did really well for that, but unfortunately the finish was very poor. He got it all wrong. He seems to do it a lot where his final touch before the shot isn't brilliant. He doesn't ground himself properly to get the shot away, and he's just lashed at it, and unfortunately it's gone you know, high and wide. If he beats Begovic, I think he did Begovic, to be honest. If he beats Begovic at the near post, it's a very good finish. I can see what he's trying to do, but unfortunately he didn't do it properly. And on another day that could have cost us. But as I say, Cavallero came on. It was a really complete second half performance from Wolves. No real issues whatsoever, to be honest. I saw the team. I think everyone worked hard. Everyone did what they needed to do. Morgan Gibbs-White again playing through the middle. Did well. Even his replacement, Romain Says, came on and did what he needed to do. Just those little fouls, but picking up the ball, holding the ball, spraying it out again. I think Johnny did a really good job for someone that hasn't played in, what, like 4 weeks, 3 or 4 weeks, or 3 or 4 games rather. He did really well. Actually surprised he started. I would have said maybe put him on the bench because it's a really early return for him. and maybe bring him on for the last half an hour or so. But we didn't even get to see Vinagre, no Dendoncker again. But, you know, we've got fixtures coming thick and fast now. Playing up against Liverpool on Friday, which will be an interesting one. Of course, we'll have preview and reviews of that. We'll have some transfer videos this week as well. And then, obviously, we've got the game up against Fulham on Boxing Day with Spurs away, rounding off the month as well. But 3 wins out of 3 in December for Wolves. 3 wins in a row. And Wolves up to 7th place. Fantastic victory. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. And until next time, guys, it's been Dave. Enjoy the rest of your weekend.